Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some Minecraft. Now, we're on Copper Age Onward LP, so this is going to be interesting. Now, I'm only going to do one thing, I hadn't said this restriction before, but basically, let's start with, before I actually just distract myself, I'm going to start with only using up to copper outside of, like, what I just picked up. Actually, never mind. I already fucked it up. My brain wasn't thinking about it. Originally, I was going to do that Copper Age Onward with only copper into the Ender Dragon, but maybe I could. Maybe free items don't count. How about that? That'll be fair. So what I'm thinking is I do this, and then we chop down this. Now, there was a funny video I had just recently found that one of my friends told me they watched the person, and basically it was a video called D&D, but I have dementia, and I'm like, oh boy. Now, normally, I don't find that kind of content funny, but the way they were doing it was funny. So, I'm thinking we do this. There's a log up there somewhere, right? No. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna close something because I haven't yet. End task. Oh, my inventory's full. Okay. I'll put it into this. Okay. This looks like it would be a good mine area. There's a little bit of coal. Never mind. It's not gonna be a good mine area. I mean, I can turn it into a decent one. So, what type of wood do I have? Besides oak. I mean, I have some jungle. Do I have any jungle saplings? I don't? Huh. I thought I did. Because that's not a plus. That's not a plus. That's not a plus. Oh, maybe they're in here. Now that I think about it. Alright, let's start gathering stuff. So I think I'll do that. And we won't use the iron nuggets outside of that. I kind of wanted to do that, but basically if I do this without dying, I might just start speedrunning again. Like, if I do it without dying before the Ender Dragon kind of thing. So, I think I'm going to take it relatively slow. Now, the reason I want leaf litter was not anything in particular, but to clear it out. Okay, let's throw you into here. Now, it's decorative block, so I'm going to probably use it some. Do I build like a classic style house? I think I do that. I mean, like, in the sense that it's more like out of oak, even though oak's not my favorite. I could use it for this. So what I could do is I could do like... Is this the same? Yeah. So that doesn't despawn. And then we go 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a long one. Oh. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Think I've got everything? Yeah, I did. I do remember that. Do I have my render distance high still? That would be funny if I do. And that's why my video... 64 was what I wanted it at. Okay. So, basically, looking at this... Okay, so... I need cobble. Let's throw the lodestone in here for more room. And then... Alright. So... Another thing is getting through this. So I'm going to be using copper for most of this. Like any free copper, any free flint and steel, well, not copper, any free iron, I'm thinking, like I said a moment ago, I'll use for stuff, but that'll be the only iron. I'm not gonna mine it for, like, personal use in anything that I do mine. I think what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna store it in a chest for when I get above it. And we're gonna keep this as a focused kind of playthrough. So what I'm gonna do to start, I definitely want to use this for flint because I'm terribly unlucky with like flint on average. There we go. Don't know why the pig likes to run at me. Because this is more classic, I'm going to do... this. And we're going to place the bed here. That should tell you how good I am at knowing when mobs spawn. Even if I wasn't, like, perfect. And yes, I saw the zombie, but I didn't care. But it was already burning by the time it had seen me, so... Or it might have been. Like... I definitely need more oak, then, if I want a classic style build. Obviously, I want cobble. Like, I already got some, but I want more. Honestly, like, this feels like it'll be a more classic plus because I've got barrels. But that's okay. I think I do this. Because of how classic builds are, there's always a space between them. But I can put the crafting table there. Let me just make sure that this isn't just an even amount. Is this actually an even amount? Oh my god. I just realized this is going to be a double door with how it's designed. Because if you look at this, this is... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So, since it's basically Classic Plus, I'm going to kind of do things that would make sense to a Classic player in the alpha days. Especially when you're not, like, exploiting kind of thing. So we're gonna do that. And then... going to put the furnace onto here. Actually, no. I'm gonna leave that as the spot for the window, and then Classic Plus would kind of be, design-wise, this. There we go. Because people oftentimes would do something like that, and then we put, for the other side, I need more wood. I've already gotten a stack of dirt. Okay, we'll put away that. There we go. So basically, only use the necessary resources instead of, like, filling out this. And then I need sand, but there's so much out here, some right here, some over there. This kind of reminds me of Distant Horizons whenever it's, like, done well. And because I get 3 doors, I get to do this for free. And then we can kind of do furnace, double chests, and then we get more cobble. Now I'm only going to record this for enough time that I can sleep for 3 days played. Which is going to be a short period, and I think it'll be fair. Now, let's go ahead and, honestly, don't need the second furnace right now. Do that. Need this now. And let's just finish out the base foundation some more. And figure out from here. There we go. Think I do this. And we'll see how this goes, because I want to do this going down a layer one at a time. And yes, I did that on purpose, where I used up the wooden pickaxe first, because I just wanted to do it that way. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add this nice gravel path for later whenever I get enough. I'm just gonna throw my extra leather in here. Then cocoa bean, feather, apple, this also means that I'm going to put away a bunch of stuff before I even end up needing it. Alright. The first house is going to be vanilla, like, plus, as I'm calling it. So any house after this will be different. Like, I do like mossy cobblestone. I remember when it was called moss stone. Which, if you remember when it was called moss stone, you probably know a lot about Minecraft too. Now, basically, I'm just getting all of this stuff out and making sure it actually is sorted. I'll sort it later. So the smithing table will go in at the second base. Lodestones, gold ingots. This also means I'm limiting... Okay, spruce logs. I definitely wanted jungle wood, but I'm doing like vanilla plus as well. Alright, and then there's my... Okay, let's just hit... Alright. Honestly, I could do this from here. There we go. So you won't see as much stuff going on today. I'm gonna save that. Do like that axe. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'm gonna grab this. I have cobble in here, so I'm gonna take it out. I want a shovel. I think I want this as well. And then I think what I'm gonna do is kind of get a nice amount of stuff here. Alright, so classic plus. I know I just kind of coined the term out of nowhere. Honestly, I know it's not smart to do this, but I might do in the future a second layer. Now, this is a lot of red sand, but I want to save the red sand for other purposes. So I'm going to do the regular sand for the glass. And I'm going to want only a small amount of glass. So I'm only going to need a little bit of regular sand. Now I could get it from the shores here. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's a trident drowned. I didn't bring my bed with me, shoot. There might be a village not too far. If there's a village, like, closer than what I end up needing, I don't mind dealing with this. I know some people struggle to get cacti. Now the only reason I'm getting 24 sand is because I need that for another thing. Now I could go to that desert temple. And do stuff, but I think I'm not gonna do that yet. I know I didn't finish my thought right away, so. So what I'm thinking is we kind of explore this in... I think I explored the desert, or not desert, mesa for a mine shaft next episode, which I'll go ahead and get recorded like a bit later. Now I did remember there was a trident drowned that did spawn there, but I'm trying to avoid drowned for now. If I can get a dripstone cave, I can also keep a consistent set of gear cycled. And then when I do get mending later, because I'm not going to get an anvil until after I beat the Ender Dragon, because of how I'm doing this. Alright, so let's start knocking this down layers. Now, as you can see, I'm just kind of doing this. Basically, I want to knock out a couple of these right now. So what I'm thinking is I do here, here for my first torches. And then we just kind of have a nice mine shaft that we make over time. Okay. So let's get the glass started. So it's gonna be boom. Oh, that's why they were. I was like, wait, why are they coming to me? And then I realized I was holding out a beetroot. So, to start getting like bigger plans in motion, I'm going to just kind of do that. Get to the nether after I build my house. Now, that jungle is really nice right here. So what I definitely haven't had this combo of biomes in a while. And that's why I'm like, oh, I can do so much with this. Like, I don't even have to take that down. Like, I could probably just make something really nice over there. And what I'm thinking is, what if I just made a town there? But that'll be projects after I beat the Ender Dragon that I do that one. Because I want to focus on that first. Now, because it's going to be Classic Plus, I'm going to do glass panes. If it was like true Classic, I'd be doing full glass. So we're going to do one here, 2 here, 2 here, and then we do, I think 4 here would be a good idea for the glass. Alright, and now I go ahead and knock down another tree. Because this is going to be a part of the design. And if you've ever played some older versions, you'd recognize what I'm doing. Especially if you like played a certain set of editions of Minecraft. There we go. So now that I've got my window seals done, I can start doing the truly important shaping of this build. Now, while mobs can get into this currently, that won't be the case by, like, next episode. I'm gonna do a slightly low roof, is what I'm gonna do. And I think what we do here is from here, I just do this. Now I know mobs can still get me from where I'm And now they can't, unless they're a spider. So, I hope you all enjoyed this shortish video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.